Yeah, that's when we last played this game. What does it say? Use squirrels. I don't get that. Anyway. A100. Yep. So, anyway. Yep. So, yeah, you see what this is. You know what you're here for. Yep. The true old classic gold. Classicness. And, yeah. So, old true classic nostalgia. There you go. So, yeah. Anyway, hey, you folks. Just a bit of a pre-warning here that this game does contain things that I will not be saying on every video. No cussing, mind you, but this has to do with those of you who suffer from epilepsy. Please just bear this in mind if you wish to continue on. To keep your settings appropriately adjusted, because the game may contain a game and episode. I don't know for sure if it'll be this episode or the next, but always be wary of this as you watch these videos. That if you or someone you know is watching with you who suffer from epilepsy, please bear that in mind. Anyway, alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brian Barnett Gonti, and welcome back, folks, one and all, to Pokemon Fire Red. And in the last episode, well, let's see, what were we doing? Well, we did a little bit of battling, and we're going to do some more battling before we continue on, because, yeah, we got to do some more battling, get that out of the way. But, yeah, so, it's always good to get a little energy every now and again. It doesn't always have to be from a Monster Energy. It can be, like, from something to drink, or just some ice, fresh, cold water, anything that can do it. Well, almost anything. Obviously, if you know that, because I'm not like a lot of people. Yeah, it's so obvious, even if you don't know it. Yeah, no, if you don't know it, it's not obvious. It's always been that way. I've never believed in the idea of saying it's obvious. If you don't know that, then you probably shouldn't, bother with life. I've always hated when people say that. I've heard people say that, and it's like, okay, look, I respect your opinion and everything else, and I like what you provide, but when you say such crap like that, no, go on. That's one of the reasons why, I'll still watch this content, but I'm not going to sit there and continually do it, as if to say, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Ooh, all I need to do is just do a little bit, and this thing should be done. And that's pretty much all you gotta do is just use Gust. And yeah, there are better attacks than that. And for Pokemon games, I don't typically deal with what do you call it? I deal with them when they first come up, but otherwise, I try to avoid anything to do with what they call like, okay, Sand Attack? No. Right now, I have to deal with it because it's all I got. And then when we get to another move, we can get rid of it because it's just not something I do. Don't get me wrong. It's a good thing to have and all that, but you're limited to 4 freaking moves. I think that was one of the stupidest things they could have ever done to Pokemon. It is, and it always has been and always will be. And don't get me wrong, it's great and all. Thing is, it's kind of like, we are kind of like doing like Gary would be doing. The only difference is, because we're not actually showing love to our Pokemon, that's crazy talk. Like, in the Pokemon series, that's what Ash was doing. Ash Ketchum, a lot of people were believing, even in a show, showing their Pokemon love and attention, all that affection to help them be able to get a good bond going and stuff. Even though like Gary finally learned that lesson after so long of what he had to put up with and everything. Because yeah, he was a rightful bully. Sheeves, but he learned. Oh yeah. There was no other bully than him. I mean, yeah, Ash has had quite a bit of many rivals, but, you know, I mean, the kind of, there was other bullies, but not as bad as Gary. I mean, my gosh. Gary, you know, I don't know his, I believe it used to know what his name, the last name was. But yeah, I can't believe they actually called him Blue. Or bitch. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, you know, that's just the way Gary was. I mean, yeah, eventually he does start caring for animals because, I mean, he does kind of take after the professor. I want to say it, I think it's grandpa or whatever, for the most part, you know. But, yep, it's a hard lesson to learn. I mean, there's nothing wrong with showing love and affection, but in this game, there is no love and affection. I mean, like, unless you can go to daycare centers, which I don't... there's, like, quite a few of them that don't have daycare centers, or if they do, they're way too later in the game, that I guess. Because I don't know that much about Fire Red and Leaf Green if there is one. So, yeah, I'm just going to get up this to level 11. I think we need to get a little higher anyway, so that we stand a chance against the gym leader. But I'm just going to go ahead and do this and stuff, you know. Yeah, it's going to get even better once we get better, faster stuff to make us go all the way through this stuff. And that's going to make the speed grinding fun. Because literally, I'm not even kidding you. You know, unlike Avian, I don't like to, you know, just like kind of take a slow grind. I hate slow grinding. I mean, for the most part, I would say it's kind of fast, but it's not like this kind of fast speed. Like, you know, that's the only fast speedness I've ever done. I don't believe in doing the whole speed run through the entire game. I've never believed in that horse commercial. If that's what you want to do, that's your thing. I'm not going to tell you not to do it. You want to do it, that's fine. That's fine with me. But that's one thing you'll never catch me doing. Like, maybe if I was younger and I might, you know, feel like there was a need for it, maybe. Because, I mean, I can sort of already, as it is, kind of speed run through games, but I just don't like to. You know. Actually, because I know what happens. I mean, last time I actually, believe it or not, I have kind of sort of speed run through a game. I lost! Believe it or not, I forgot I ever even done that. So, yeah. Boy, I'll tell you what. So let's switch with you to Pikachu. Yeah, get Pikachu on up. And then we'll, yeah, it's probably better to do one Pokemon at a time. Unless you find, like Metatron or whatever the hell it's called, I forget it now, or Kakuna, anything like that, because they, as long as we're kind of like high leveled and stuff, yeah, they're good. I would say those are the best things to actually fight, believe it or not, unlike these other things here that will attack you and give you poison or whatever. I'll go back to town here in just a moment and find out. But the reason why I say it's best is because it gives you a lot of XP. I mean, otherwise you can pretty much normally fight these on your own, even if you do get attacked a little bit, but it's not a big deal. But again, the reason why I would only do it for that reason, because it just kind of helps you get up there like where you need to be at anyway. And it even helps you even more when you take on trainers. So, you know, even though it really doesn't do you any good to, you know, for them to level up their Pokemon. They're always going to be lousy anyway. However, I did play a game, believe it or not, where you have a chance to fight them when they had their Pokemon leveled up a lot, and you can take on phone calls and stuff, and you still win money for it. But I want to say, yeah, one of them was the Pokemon Yellow version, believe it or not. So that's pretty awesome. But you don't get very much. And then there's also where you send some of it to your mom so you can save money. I mean, I don't know if you should or not. I mean, I don't know if there's really a difference, but I always kind of did. because at least that way I can, get a whole heck of a lot of money and send it to and use a hell ton of it. I mean, I didn't have to worry about using the almighty cheat. Oh, there we go. Yes, Metapod, not Metaton, but anyway. I keep forgetting his name, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, like, literally, yeah, because it's like a built-in way to get enough money to be able to afford everything. That would be the best thing about the Pokemon games, I would say. I mean, a lot of people probably don't want to do that and whatever, but because you also have to worry about the limit you have, so, and you're trying to keep enough in there so you can get enough to finally be able to afford everything. Well, that was the best thing that ever happened, I would say, ultimately. It's kind of like Breath of Fire, where you save up enough gold and stuff so you can make sure you have enough. Whatever the case may be. But yeah, see, with Breath of Fire, they had their own way of making sure that you could save up enough money to afford everything. Along the way, you still had to spend a heck of a lot to get a lot further than you thought you might be able to do. But that's just the way it was. And I love the Breath of Fire series, but that game just sucks because you don't know when you're going to level up. And a lot of games, they still kind of suck in the ways of not being able to tell you, what the HP is. That's one of the reasons that I'll tell you right now that was pretty good about having to deal with what they call the I can't think of it now, but it's like a glossary of yeah, there you go, nice. Pikachu is trying to learn Quick Attack, but Pikachu can't learn more than yes, we can now. Yes, we will. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of Tail Whip. Or we can get... No, I think... hang on. Is QA making the foe lower its attack? No, we want to keep defense for now. I'll get rid of Growl because I'm not really worried about defense like I am defense, but I'm not really worried about attack like I am worried about defense for now. And then eventually just get rid of defense altogether. Anyway, so like I was saying, what was I talking about now? I forgot. I done forgot. I was sidetracked. Quick Attack is pretty good. I would actually say that Quick Attack is actually better than Tackle. But, for now, it's fine to have a defensive sort of thing. So, let's see. Let me go with... yeah, let's go back out and let's keep training up. See, some of these Pokemon you'll be finding are not going to be that useful because they'll have just like, especially considering what levels you're taking on and whatnot. That's why you're going to be having to switch them out back and forth for a stronger Pokemon. So, anyway, I forgot what the hell I was talking about. Anyway, I'm just so glad I got some energy in me. I don't always need to get energy, but sometimes, I it's not good to keep constantly getting energy every day. No, it's not. It really, you have to take a break from it every now and again. That's why it's like if you have like a several weeks period, month, or do it every once a month, or even if you do it twice a month, it's okay. As long as you don't do it more than what's necessary amount, whatever you can handle, up to a point. Even if you could afford it, don't waste your money on buying a bunch of, if you need it really badly, And I'm talking about the kind of from energy drinks. I ain't talking about that stupid Bang. I hate Bang. Would you like to bang? No, I don't want to bang. I hate banging, okay? Look, if I wanted to bang, that would be between me and the missus and behind closed doors. Ain't none of nobody's business what I do behind closed doors. So I keep it all shh, hush, hush. Shh. Yeah, that's right. I said shh. Otherwise, if it's a dead gum drink, don't even bother. Anyway, what was I saying now? I'm so glad that they got sued, shut down. That kind of bull crap they had to pull. So, you know, they're, God, man. Literally, when you offer somebody a bang, what do you think is going to happen? And I mean this. You know, they're not going to think it's a drink, okay? See, when somebody says, would you like to have a Monster? Yeah. You know, leaving Viridian Forest, I mean, would you like an energy drink? Sure, I'd like to have a... Or, like, if you said, would you like to have a drink? I'd be like, sure. Wait, what is it? Oh, it's just a Monster Energy. Oh, okay, cool. You know, whatever. Or if somebody likes margaritas or whatever, that's fine too. But you still have the option to back out of it. Like, no, it's alright, I don't want it, take it. I didn't know you were going to offer me margaritas or whatever. Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to get everybody up here to level 12 at least. So, dang. Only one thing left. I like how they said, like, they were doing a mockery of it, like it's anime logic. They have one health percent left on the Pikachu. It's like, what? Anime logic? You know, the thing is that they can say anime logic all they want to, but I've seen where Pikachu has fainted, literally in the series, in this, and even in the comics, you know, or manga, and you know, so you can't really say it's just, you know, logic, because yeah, he's prone to be that way because they're trying to be fair to the Pokemon. Even if you have Ash Ketchum and his supposed crippling disease, where he's supposedly an old man now, you know, or whatever, that's gone into a coma, doesn't really matter. Alright, so let's switch you with you. Yeah, let's get Jackal up now. Yep. Go Jackal. Burn that bitch. Hold on, boss. Burn the bitch, please. Thank you, boss. Jackal done did it. So yeah, I'm gonna do this for a little bit, and then we'll go take on the gym. So yes, we have a gym to take on. Yeah, because in every... You might as well know, it's not really a spoiler, but yeah, in every... It plays like the show. But the difference is that in the show, you have more moves and stuff like that. So it will always be one of the stupidest, suckiest things about Pokemon games. Only 4-move tactic. You have to be that limited. Yeah, crazy. But anyway, so Jackal is going to go up to level 12 here. I did not mean to do a scratch. If I can burn him, I can burn him and get it away with it. Because I'd rather just burn this guy so I don't get poisoned. You know, I like how there's actually now a series with Pokemon that actually talk. You know, on its own, and even though they do have trainers and stuff in it, you know, it's pretty crazy. But I wouldn't say I'm like more interested in it than I am, you know, whatever else that's out there. Because I mean, I've seen like a lot of anime and stuff that I like. You know, I haven't liked Power Rangers in a long time. I haven't cared for it. Like, ooh, there's another Power Rangers series. Ooh, I really care. No, I stopped watching Power Rangers. I mean, even though I did catch a clip of here and there because I was bored, but otherwise I didn't really care. And a lot of people are still into Power Rangers. Well, that's fine. You know, it's so bad right now, I can't even watch the old ones. You know? So. And that's about the oldest as I can get, is that all the way up through the Power Rangers and the Space is what I would love to, if I had to watch it again, be that way. But then again, I don't know. Maybe someday. Right now, I just want to focus on doing this and battling my way through the gym. So I know pretty much what I'm doing. It's not that. It's that whether or not I can get all 3 legendary Pokemon that are starter Pokemons. Crazy, ain't it? So, I'll try and see if I can't do that thing off screen, and then if it works well enough, like I've been showing, like I've seen, I'll show it off someday. See if that works, you know. If it doesn't ever work, then I'm just never going to care. Especially, or at least let me have the ability to cheat and find these things so I don't have to do it, because I don't want to cheat fully and have to get all the Pokemon, but I would love to have at least the Pokemon that I can never get. You know what I'm saying? I know that may not make sense to you, but it is part of 100% of the game. You have to have them. So, and I'd love to do it in all games, but yeah. So if I can ever do it and get it successful, I will do what I can. Ooh, yes! Pidgeygoo. So, let's see what we got here. Since we don't need to be capturing anybody, I could put Rattata away for now, I suppose. Let's just run. Now at this point, it would be probably more advisable to work on the one with the lowest HP to get them up and then do that. But since this is our main primary starter Pokemon, I'll get him up and run him. So we're going to go back to town, heal up, and prepare to go for it again, because we got to get rolling here. I think it's around, I want to say 17, at least around there, to, around there. We actually want to be higher than that. We don't need to be too high, but at least around, oh god. If you do this twice, don't worry about it. It's not going to affect the game any at all. So never worry about if you accidentally heal up twice. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and deposit Rattata, and then I'll bring it back out later. So, because it's going to be useful for getting Pokemon. Or at least until I can get more. Though I might have to level it up at some point just to make some use out of it to get some Pokemon. But right now, let's get on with some more training. Because yes, I would like to get some more done. So, and yeah, we got to take on a gym. Ah, yes. Nice. So I'm going to Ember you right now. Not that it matters. And I could have used Scratch and still would have won that fight. Nice. 50 XP. Yep. I always remember, the higher it is, the more better you'll get XP. Especially if you don't, get hurt. Yep, and apparently bug-type Pokemon are weak to fire. I wouldn't say all of them are, because I think there are some of them that don't have a weakness to it, but what do I know about this? Yeah. I'm not a fan of a lot of things, and I'll tell you that right from the get-go. I was never really a huge high fan of Gohan. Oops, I said it. If you know who Gohan is. I'm not talking about Grandpa Gohan. Then again, I wasn't really a fan of his either. So, but this is a fact for you that no one knows that Goku did not actually mention it in the show, but he actually named his son after his grandpa. So, and he could have actually named it after his father, but he didn't know his father. So, whatever. I'm still not a fan of Gohan that much. Sorry. I may have liked some forms of Gohan, but I'm not a fan of him. Nope. Not at all. and it, you know, oh boo hoo hoo, cry me a river over Gohan. Like I really care about Gohan. Gohan, that idiot utility gun. Darn that Gohan. Damn idiot needs to die. Die, Gohan. Die. Well, he won't die because his father won't allow him to die. Oh, that sucks. Goku would rather kill himself or sacrifice himself than let his son die. Oh, doesn't that suck? Whatever. I mean, it's kind of sort of true. Ooh, Metal Claw! Oh, hell yes. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's a move I don't think I've ever seen in this game. Oh my gosh. My boy be getting Metal Claw. Still. Haha. Yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, ooh, I guess it doesn't really matter here because they were both the same. I'm gonna say this one here that would help me out kind of towards there. Yeah, I mean, like literally, you know, even though that there was a movie that Goku couldn't do anything to really keep his son from dying, but in the manga, even though that Gohan had to die, they actually had how they dealt with things was, you know, I forget how it was, but something about saving the future or whatever. So, you know, just to get everybody back alive and everything, even though the Goku was never meant to return. So, I mean, even though there were other future ones where he does, but in that particular future, Goku was never fated to return, not as far as among the living. So, and neither is Gohan. Gohan will never actually fated to be good. Just Trunks. So Trunks is just Trunks. See, right now these are my 3 primary Pokemon right now that are doing me pretty good. Very good. So, you know. And the nature of the Pokemon does kind of help out more towards getting your Pokemon more leveled up and everything. The more aggressive it is, the more harder it is. Like, I've heard it is supposed to be hard to train, I guess. But then again, it doesn't really seem to make a difference as far as the game is concerned. So, I don't know. I have no idea. But I have not ever had really hardly much any problems leveling up my Pokemon in any game. So that's been nothing that I've ever noticed. Of course, there's quite a few other games I ain't touched yet. So maybe those are the ones you might have the trouble with. So then, because I can't speak about them. I can only speak about the ones I played, truthfully and honestly. So, and it seems like to me, this game is like kind of like the same as the Leaf Green. Only this is Fire Red. I don't really know what really the difference is, other than if I decided that I wanted to choose, you know, Charmander, because it's Fire Red. There's also Pokemon Red and there's Pokemon Green. Did you know that? Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. And yeah, there is a legit copy called Fire Red, but I don't know why it's called A1 Squirtles or whatever. I don't understand such knuckle crap. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. Get you leveled up. You know, if I actually had a choice all the time, but I'm gonna try not to run away from Pokemon fights. The more higher I get, I'm gonna run away from lower ones because, you know, for whatever reason. Except for Metapod and Kakuna. Those are the ones I won't try to run away from unless I'm just like kind of up there that I just can't use their EXP to get anywhere. So there we go. Yep. So far so good. Oh brother. So yeah, we're gonna run. Bye. The higher you are, the more you can get away safely anyway. So, Alright, fine. I'll fight this one then. Yeah, I got 37 because it wasn't, you know, one of those. Okay, I'll fight this one again. Oh, dang. That's good that it missed. Not that it really matters, because at least it wasn't poison. Poison would be bad, but it would be good that it missed. Yep. So, yeah, we'll get more and more better EXP as we go along as well for this game. So, yeah, well, that's alright. Let's go ahead and take out this guy. Damn, 31 minutes already. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Alright. Now it's time to switch Pokemon again. And let's do that with Pidgey. Because Pidgey now needs to grow. Even though the Jackal needs to grow as well. But the lowest right now we have is Pidgey. So we're going to get Pidgey up there. Hopefully we can get Pidgey to have yet another move. So go ahead, Pidgey. I really shouldn't have fought that one, but that's alright. Alright, come on, Pidgey. Yeah, let's run. Yeah, let's not fight a level 4, level 3, because we're like level 12. You're a level 3. I don't need you. Got away safely. So, yeah, it might be a long episode, and again, it might not be. I mean, it'll be like long, but it won't be too terribly long. Ooh, now this is worth it. Because it's a level 5. And it ain't gonna get no better where we're at. In between, well, you know, in between that and maybe level 7 if you're lucky. Otherwise, no. Alright, fine, I'll fight this one. As long as it ain't level 3 or level 2, or level 1. But yeah, you can find level 1s, but those are very rare. And far in between, so. Nice. That is what is truly great about Pidgey, is that he has the gust ability, which means with it, you know, you can take out enemies, or should be able to, in as quickly as possible, just dispatch them. Now I just need my next party member to finish up my set of Pokemon here, or my primary ones. I'll always be between Charmander, Pikachu. I don't even care rats of a full of a donut about anything else. And maybe if I could, I would switch out for one of the really legendaries, I guess. I don't have to have too many. It just depends on, whatever. Because I'm not sure what the 6th one would be. But yeah, so go for it. There we go. It's super effective. Got 51 points. We're almost there to level 13 with this guy. So then we'll stop here after this, because it's probably going to get to the point that I need to stop anyway and do some more, maybe sometime tomorrow. It's already 10 o'clock at night now. Anyway, I'm getting tired. Ooh, 40 XP for that. Yep. Learned quick attack. Nice. That's good. Now that, well, Jackal is going to be next in line to level up. So, and that'll be after we'll heal up, save, and go to the next episode. Yeah, because, yeah, we got to get at least up to about round 18 to make a difference here, I believe. If memory serves me. And that's because of the gym leader. No, we're good. So I'm actually going to go here, and I'm going to accidentally minimize the game for whatever dumb reason. Now, saving is good. Yep. Nice. And I'm also going to save state here. And that's all the time we have for this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, and just so you know, intro musics I cannot do because this is YouTube. You want intro musics, which I don't promise to always do. It'll be on somewhere else. You know, like a way to kind of introduce myself, like having a entrance theme, like in wrestling. Here comes the man. Only without that, I actually shouldn't say that because that's a song. But the reason why I bring it up is because it's kind of like that sort of scenario. Only probably, well, I don't know if it was better than that, if it had singing in it or not. But I know that, I mean, as far as, you know, being a theme, being in a theme entrance song to be like, there's the guy that you gotta, have dominance all over the ring or whatever. I think that's funny. And you know, for some reason, this thing is not working now. There we go. Sometimes it takes a little bit of blowing on each end of it. Like you gotta blow into the phone and you gotta blow on the stick. And it has to go right into that iPhone. Yes, because I have an iPhone. Anyway, I guess that'll wrap up this episode. Yep. Later.